What's up, everybody? Welcome to our live stream. It is Sessions Day. And why are you looking at me like that for?
Because you did it wrong.
Oh, what did I do wrong?
It's Ed and I'm Mindy.
I know. Wait, babe, I haven't done this in a long time.
I know. I was waiting to say it.
What's up, everybody? I'm Ed.
And I'm Mindy.
Oh, man. Wow.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you for joining with us tonight. We are back. The Viper Project is back. I've been here, as you see me every week on the round table. But I got my beautiful wife Mindy with me tonight, and
hi everybody.
And we're gonna have a great show. We brought back Sessions.
We did.
And it's gonna
it was my idea.
It was your idea.
It was my idea. You're welcome, everybody.
So tonight we have a great night tonight. We have our friend Meg from Mickey's Magic. She's going to be joining with us. We'll be bringing her on very shortly. But first off, how have you been? You haven't been on YouTube in a while.
I know, I haven't. I've been just kind of relaxing, enjoying Virginia.
Yeah.
It's my favorite place ever.
Yeah, you like it.
I do. I like it a lot.
Okay.
So I'm good. Happy to be back.
Yes. So before we get started, we have a couple sponsors. First off, we want to thank theliveplace.com. Are you ready for this?
Live Place, your channel for friendly live streaming. I didn't forget it.
Yeah, I thought I was
no way, Jose. Coach me. No, yeah. I got this.
All right, so make sure you guys check out theliveplace.com. I haven't said this in a while. Usually Gonzo says this.
That's true.
So weird. Check out theliveplace.com. Dean is amazing. He is just a intricate part of our community. He has an amazing platform of streamers that are part of this platform, and make sure you go check it out. It's a variety of different types of channels that are there, all family friendly. So make sure you go check out theliveplace.com.
Yes.
Felt good saying that. It's like,
singing it, right?
Yeah, it's like I feel. Okay, sorry. All right, we also have another sponsor, right?
We do.
Yes, we have Precise Signs. Man, my man.
Love Marlon.
Yes, my man Marlon. He has an incredible business. He has created these signs, and he does more than just like these signs, but he could pretty much do anything.
Mm-hmm.
And he is amazing with his hands, and he's just an unbelievable person. He made our sign for the round table, and a bunch of people in the community ventures with VP and Gonzo. So we are blessed with having him part of our channel, and so make sure you go check it out. You can, if you want to get a sign for yourself, make sure you go ask him, and you can tell him that a round table or the Viper Project, whoever, he'll give you 10% off, which is it's just really cool.
Yeah.
That's
cool.
So babe. Who's in the chat?
It's been a long time since I've done this and said hi to you guys. All right. So the first people in the chat was the Viper Project.
Yay,
just kidding.
you were there.
I'm kidding. The first one in was Dad Builds. Hey, how you doing? Mickey's Magic is here. What a coincidence that is. Christine Hickman was here. Francisco, how you doing? Sebastian the Krabs.
Awesome.
Sam, hi
Sam's
Samantha.
Here. Welcome.
And my Donna. I miss
here.
you, Donna.
Oh, Donna's here. It's awesome.
I said Christine Hickman, Mickey's Magic, Donna Francisco. That's fun to say. Let's see who else. Sebastian the Crab. Stacy Rogers is in the house. Oh, she's happy to see me. She's yelling. All right, Minnie. Let's see. Kevin, Theme Park Adventure. Hello, how you doing? Welcome. Dad Builds. Stacy Rogers, Dad Builds. Aw, I was missing you too, Dad Builds. He says, been missing you, Mindy. Aww. It's nice to be back. Sebastian the Crab, Mickey's Magic, Stacy. Stacy, thank you. She said, I've missed your version of the live place, Gonzo. Nathan Rita, hey, how you doing? Just Noah's Adventures in the house.
Awesome, welcome.
I'm scrolling.
We good?
Central Florida Novelty and Gifts.
Awesome.
I got a new bag
Welcome.
recently. He bought me a new bag.
Yes, I did.
Nice.
So awesome, guys. So thank you so much for joining with us. Tonight is Sessions, and those that have watched Sessions previously, it's a time where we bring on creators from our community, and they get to talk about their channel. We get to know them a little bit more.
Love on you guys.
Yeah, we're so excited to bring out Meg. So let's go ahead and bring her out. You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Go ahead, you bring her out.
All right, everybody, welcome Mickey's Magic, Meg. Did I do good?
Is. Yeah, you did good. You did good.
Hi, everyone.
How you doing?
It's so weird to be like big on the screen because I haven't seen myself big on someone else's screen.
Oh, really? It's kind of weird.
Like Inception.
Well, thank you so much for joining with us tonight. We're so so excited. You're the first one we have for Sessions. So
relaunch.
Yes, the relaunch. So we're so excited to have you with us, and I'm sure everybody here in the chat, they're happy here. So Meg, I know you've been busy, really, really busy lately, and I know that this past month has been really, really hard for you. Can you just let us know, what happened and this past month?
Yeah. So typically I live stream every Monday night, and I'm sure people have noticed. Oh my gosh, hi Dean.
Dean's
girling.
Dean's there.
A live place.
Yeah, I mean, typically I live stream every Monday night. I haven't for about the past month. I did last night, and I explained a little bit of what happened. Unfortunately, my grandpa wasn't doing very well. He ended up transitioning into hospice care at my house. And so we were taking care of him. He unfortunately passed away. And so we've been dealing with some of that aftermath and trying to process a lot of stuff and take care of my family. So that's where I've been the last little bit of time.
Yeah, we're sorry for that. We know how it is to lose family, and just to go through that process. But you guys will be a lot stronger through this. And,
for sure.
And we thank God for your grandfather as well. So we're here if you need anything.
Thank you.
For sure, and our community's here for sure. So,
they definitely have been. Yeah.
So, we're excited to have you on here with us tonight. Actually, you were supposed to be with us a long time ago before we stopped Sessions, and then I was like, no, I got to get her on the show. So because
that's what he said. He's like, I feel so bad. She was next, and then we just fell off.
We just fell off.
That's totally okay though. Life happens.
Yeah. So, real quick, let me just take a look at your channel real quick. So you are over 7,000 subscribers. So congratulations on that. That's really awesome. That's awesome. I remember when you were just starting off.
I remember that too.
Isn't that crazy? You start thinking back. Man, it's been years, and to see your growth so far, it's amazing to see that. What I wanted to talk about is a little bit of a trip back. When you first started off, do you remember when you were getting your channel ready? Do you remember what you were thinking about, what you were gonna do?
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah. I totally remember what I was doing, because I thought I don't know. I thought it was the coolest thing to have a YouTube channel. I don't know why. I just thought it was so cool. And Stacy, that's so kind. Thank you.
You saw it when I saw it.
She's so nice. But yeah, I just knew that I wanted to be a part of YouTube in some capacity. And I thought there's not a lot of people in my personal bubble that like Disney pins. And so, not a lot of them like Disney the way that I like Disney either, but specifically Disney pins. And I had gotten this really great deal when they had the Shop Disney Parks app. Do you guys remember that app?
Yes. Yeah.
And so I had picked up this really, really amazing haul of pins for $2 and $1, like outlet prices before it became super popular. Where you used to be able to go to the outlet and get a pin for $1, right?
Right.
And so it was one of those things. And so I was like, I gotta tell someone about this.
Right.
I was like, people have to know the deals that I got on these pins. And I just really wanted to find other people that liked Disney pins that I liked, like how I liked Disney pins.
Mm-hmm.
And so my first couple of videos were more about like Disney pins and my collections and like ears. And then it really like spiraled out of control of being in the Disney community and like, oh my gosh, like I can collect these things now. And, but yeah, it definitely started because of Disney pins. And that was why I started, because I wanted to talk to people about pins.
Disney pins is what started you off. That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Did you want to tell the chat if they have any questions?
I did want to tell the chat. So if you are in the chat and you have a question for Meg, put the @ViaPresign, tag us, and I will stop the show and ask you our question.
Yeah. So when did you start the channel? Do you remember the year you started it?
I started in February of 2018. So I've been on YouTube for a little over 4 years now, which is mind blowing to me.
Wow. And the growth that you had, and that's amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah. So as far as you talked about pins, what other passions do you have for Disney that you like, that you've, acquired, I guess?
Yeah. So ironically, my love of Disney started from my mom and specifically my grandpa. And so my grandpa, always loved Disney. He grew up loving the movies. And I shared this last night. When my grandpa was 7, on his 7th birthday, he got a Mickey Mouse watch, and Mickey Mouse was like brand new. Like Mickey Mouse was like just around for a little bit.
Wow.
And so he got a Mickey Mouse watch for his 7th birthday, which he had gifted me a couple years ago. And it was just so special to have that connection. And his favorite princess was Snow White, and that's my favorite princess. And so just a familial connection of like having my family love Disney so much. Like my mom loves Disney almost as much as I do. And so when we go to the parks, like we do it together.
Cool.
And so my grandpa saved like every ticket that he like ever had. So I have tickets that he gave me from the 70s, like maps from the 70s.
Oh, wow.
That's cool.
I have some of the old attraction books that like I joked last night, I don't think that they liked the A-ticket attractions because there's plenty of them left in the book. Like it was like the omnibus and like, things like that. So I had done a stream about it one time showing some of the older maps, but I might have to do another one just to go through them again because he saved all of them. But I like collecting those things. And now I have acquired a very large amount of Loungefly bags.
Oh, wow.
Which is, I swear, an addiction.
Yes.
You're telling me. My wallet says it's an addiction.
Listen, though. We're not going to get into this argument on here because it's Meg's Day. However, the last few you've brought home without my knowledge.
All right.
So...
All right.
But that's amazing. I have to buy them for myself. I'm like, treat yourself. Like,
You're worth it too.
I sent Chris a picture of one that I bought the other day because I was like, this one I need. It's not a want. It is a need.
It's a need.
Yeah. So I've collected a lot of those now. I definitely have a pretty large Disney pin collection.
Yeah.
Trying to think of, I have a lot of ears.
You have a lot of ears. Your ears, every time you something new with your ears. It's crazy.
I love making them, and so that's also been something really fun that's come out of this is pursuing that, and I have my Etsy shop, which is really awesome, and I love making ears, and there's just a lot of fun for me to get to do. So anytime I'm like, oh, I kind of want to make these, and then I'll end up keeping a pair for myself. So I just acquired so many of them. And then my mom is like, wow, those are really nice. Can we match? And so I have to make we like to match though. We do lots of matching outfits when we go to the park.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. And the only other thing that I could think of off the top of my head, because I see Sean's in here, Team Snag and Whiskers. I really love Run Disney, and so I've now acquired a lot of Run Disney medals that I've worked really hard for, and so I'm really proud of those.
Yeah. I was going to ask you about that, but you have a question?
Some questions, yes. So Dad Builds says, me and this thing. My question is, why does Meg really enjoy making me buy pins?
Oh, it's like, I'm holding a gun next to Chris and I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, you got to buy that or else.
Yeah, right.
But it's just like Chris and I will talk about pins all the time, and especially the especially the Pulse Gallery, like Artland pins, which are so expensive, but they're so beautiful because they're beautiful works of art.
I love the art
And
lamp stuff.
it's
It's
amazing.
amazing.
And I'm like, Chris, convince me not to buy that. There's a new Snow White and like dopey, grumpy pin. I think maybe it's Bashful. I can't remember, but it's dopey and Snow White, and it's
Uh-huh.
like at least 3.5 inches, and it
That's
looks like
crazy.
a jumbo pin. And I'm just like, it is the most gorgeous thing I've ever seen. And so I'm
Uh,
like, Chris, I'm saving for my next trip. I don't need to buy this, right? Yeah,
Maybe you do.
I think I do. Yeah.
yeah, you did.
Dean wants to know, have you been to every Disney park in the world?
Oh my gosh, I wish. I've only been I don't want to say only. I've been to Disneyland. I've been very fortunate to go to Disneyland. I absolutely loved it.
Mhm.
I want to go again so badly. Because Haunted Mansion Holiday is probably like top tier, like one of my favorite attractions ever.
Yeah.
And it was just, I didn't go to California Adventure, but I only went to Disneyland. So I would love to go to California Adventure. And then I've been to all four Disney parks,
Oh
Disney
wow.
World parks. But I would love to go to any other world park.
Yeah, yeah. I would
Mhm.
love to do that for sure.
Yeah, I want to go to Japan.
Oh yeah.
Me too. Shanghai, any of those. Like literally any of them, I would go.
Excuse me. Alex says Mrs. Alex wants to know if you make ears on request because she's seriously into ears.
I
Yeah.
feel that. I do some custom ears. It really depends on what you're looking for. But if you send me a message either on like Instagram or on my Etsy shop, I'm pretty good at like figuring out what people want based on what you say and things that you're looking for. So if she's really interested, send me a message, and I'm sure we could figure something out.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, we were talking about earlier about you getting the medal that you for Run Disney. So
Mhm.
how is Run Disney? Because didn't you just recently get into Run Disney?
So I saw, let me think the timeline. I was there in the park when the marathon weekend was going on in 2018, 2019. So marathon weekend takes place in January. So it was January 2019. And we were in Epcot for the at the end of the full marathon. And if anyone's ever watched any of the Run Disney races, they're so inspiring to see everyone run. And a lot of people are running for things. And so
Mm.
Mm.
I was just so inspired by all of the people. There's so many runners that have like guides who are individuals with disabilities, which is so inspiring to me as well. And so
Mm-hmm.
I was just watching all of these people get to Epcot is like mile 25, right? It's like
Mm.
the very, very end of the marathon. And so I was like, oh my gosh, like I just had this like epiphany. I was like, I've got to do this. And so I had decided a couple months later, like after talking to my mom, I was like, Mom, I really think that I need to do one of these races. And not only one of the races, I was like, I need to do all four of them.
Wow.
That's insane. I don't know
Insane.
how you can. That's like. I'm trying to psych myself up to do the 5K, but you're like, I'm gonna do all of them. I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah, it really is. It's dopey. That's what it is. That's what it's called. And so I have done like many, many, many 5Ks. I'm not a runner though, so I had done a couple 10Ks as well, but that was like the furthest distance that I
Uh-huh.
had ever gone. And so my mom was like, maybe just start off with like the half marathon and then go from there.
Yeah.
And so then I was like, no, I'm going to sign up for a local half marathon. So I did that and I ran that and I got a proof of time for my Dopey challenge. And then in January 2020, I finished the 5K, the 10K, the half, and the full marathon in the 4 days. It was it's one of the things I am most proud of in my
Aw.
life. I'll share this quickly too. I lost my brother in a car accident
Oh.
several years ago, and I like to think that through in my life, I'm doing things for him as well. So I'm like living out
Mm.
our dreams together, and
Oh
so
wow.
that's why I just like had this feeling of I just have to do it. And
Wow.
so I was running for him and I was running for me. And I've had a lot of health issues throughout my life too. And so it was like, running to prove to all the doctors that I can do things and I can,
Mm.
there was just a lot behind it that I was like, this is just something I have to do. And then once I finished that, and it's just like the feeling of being so proud of yourself. I
Mm.
It's hard to explain like what that actually like it's hard to put into
Mm-hmm.
words what that feels like. And then I caught the Run Disney bug and I was like, I gotta do it. But then the pandemic happened and I was
Yeah.
like, I want to keep going. And
Yeah.
so I've done a lot of the virtual races. I did the Wine and Dine in November in person.
Wow.
I've done 2 virtual dopies. I'm going to do, fingers crossed, I'm going to sign up next week to
Uh-huh.
do dopey in person again next year.
Wow.
So
Wow.
I'm just crazy.
Man, she got me excited. You know what I'm saying? She's like,
I'm excited for you.
no, but I'm just saying that was like,
That's
wow.
awesome.
You know,
It's a huge accomplishment.
it is. It's
Thank you.
amazing. You know, and I see the pictures. Like I saw some pictures that you put on Instagram and it's cool because those that do the race, I love it. I always look on.
He always wants to sign up.
I'm always
Always.
like, I'm there. I want to sign up, and I'm like, I have to walk
Run.
and run. I'm like, no, I said no. I delete.
Well, if you do the 5K, here's a little like pro tip.
Yeah.
There's something called the Balloon Ladies, and I don't know if you guys have ever heard of them, but
No.
there are people that do sweep you from the course if you don't keep up with the pace. But the 5K, they don't have the Balloon Ladies there, so
Okay.
they're much more lenient with pacing. And
Okay.
the
That's
5K is really a lot of fun. People do a lot of really outrageous costumes, but then when you start with the 10K, you have to pretty much stay on top of the 16-minute mile pace.
okay.
Yeah. But the 5K is more lenient. So if you
Yeah,
ever wanted
5K.
to try one,
Do that one.
go
Yes.
for the 5K.
I'm gonna do 5K for sure.
I'll watch you from the sidelines.
Anything in the chat?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Again, if you have a question for Meg, please tag us at Viper Project, and we will get that question out to her.
So since now you're a YouTube star, okay?
Sensation.
You're
I'm not.
It's a better word. Sensation.
sensation, right? So what are some things about YouTube that you didn't realize was part of your journey that you like? Things that have maybe just surprised you. So let us know some things that kind of just stick out to you.
I mean, I think there's been a lot of stuff that has stuck out to me. I mean, part of my journey on YouTube has been people also like watching me grow up. Not that I'm like, I joke a lot of times that I'm a teenager, like I'm only 14. But I'm not, obviously. Like I'm a little bit older. And so when I started this, I was going through grad school to get my master's, and a lot of my life has changed throughout the last 4+ years, which is pretty insane. Just to see like how much things have changed. But
Yeah.
the one constant thing that I have noticed has been the stream of friendships that I have made. Like I I remember, and looking back on it, it's so silly, but I remember my brother, like I had texted him saying like, hey, I uploaded my first YouTube video. And he's like, why'd you do that? And I was like, because like, I hope that I can meet other people that like Disney pins. And he's like, is that the best way to make friends? Like on the internet, like on YouTube? And I don't know, like I grew up, like I said, I had some issues, health issues, which, I didn't have like a typical adolescent experience. So I didn't have a lot of friends. And I also got bullied a lot when I was younger. So I just like didn't have a close group of people that I was friends with. And I always had my family. So it was so strange to me that like people on the internet would be so nice to you so quickly. And I was like, what is this magic? And
Yeah.
so that's like really what pulled me in was the incredible friendships that I've made and people that I know I'll be like lifelong friends with. And
Yeah.
it happened all very accidentally, like just people, like being around people that, you know, understand where you're coming from and understand your passions and just like support you through no matter what has been the most incredible, unexpected thing from YouTube.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's like number one, friends, meeting people, like getting, like I literally have gone to like people's houses
Yeah.
and like met their children and like their entire families. And like I've gone to visit them at like wherever they live. And it's just been like, I never thought that I'm thinking of my friend Patrick, Zippity Doodad. Like I went to visit him in Salem and I got to like I threw a virtual baby shower for Nicole. Like
That's awesome.
like, those things I just never thought that I would ever do from YouTube, like throwing a what would be a quote unquote stranger, even though I hadn't known Nicole for like a couple of years, just like throwing her a baby shower for people that I met on YouTube.
That's
you know,
so cool. It is awesome, man. You know, we think we talk about that all the time. You know, with us, just starting off, a lot of the closest friends that I have, you know, obviously like Gonzo VP, you know, these are people that have just been part of our lives. Like they're doing life with me.
Yeah.
You know, it's more than just Disney. You know, and it's great that we have a common theme that we like, but when it comes to life, it is so much better because now you're doing life with them and you're also enjoying things that they like, especially like Disney. But
it grows deeper than just online.
you find your people. These are my people. I say that, you know, they're my people.
Yeah. Is there a question?
There is. Stacy Rogers asks, what is Meg's favorite pin, her most prized possession? Ooh,
I know what pin Stacy's thinking about. She's probably thinking about my Jumbo Haunted Mansion pin. That's a really, really tough question. I don't know if I could pick one, Stacy. I have a lot. My pin collection, my nicer pins tend to be the Disney villains pins. So I have
Who's your favorite?
My favorite Disney villain? The Evil Queen.
Well, that makes sense. Snow White.
She's the best. Yeah, she's my mom's favorite. My mom would always dress up like her as like for Halloween, and so like I just have this like image of my mom being the Evil Queen, but I'm like, she is the coolest person ever. And anytime, like when I first started off doing YouTube, I'm like, my mom is the Evil Queen, and people are like, that's not very nice. I was like, no, you don't understand. Like, she is perfect.
Oh, wow.
Really perfect. Yeah. But Stacey, I'm sorry. I don't know if I have an answer. I have like a few really sentimental pins. I have some pins that are really low edition sizes that I love. Speaking of my lowest edition size pin, I think is an LE25. I think that's my lowest. And that's...
I don't either.
I know it's limited edition 25 or something.
No, only 25 of them. It's an artist proof pin.
Wow.
And someone in the chat definitely knows what I'm talking about.
Donna does.
So that's a very special pin to me.
Donna knows that for sure.
But that's a very, very special pin to me. It's the Evil Queen, and it's an LE25, and I have a couple LE30s, and like, so I do have some really low limited edition sizes, but I don't know. I there's some like really sentimental pins that I have. So.
Awesome. Well, we'll come back to the pins here, questions here in a minute, but we have a portion of a show that we used to do a long time ago.
Everybody knows and loves it.
This was the hot seat. You ready? Let's try it. Right? Let's go.
Let's do it.
All right, so.
All right, Meg.
Whoa, look at that graphic underneath. I'm already toasty warm in here.
All right, welcome to the hot seat. We are resetting the scoreboard, so you have a chance to be our top scorer right now because you're the first. Okay, so how this works is I have a list of questions that you will have to answer. off the cuff as quickly as you possibly can. You have 60 seconds to get as many on the board as you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't be nervous.
No, you
Don't
got
be
this.
nervous. You got it.
right.
They're definitely not like Pete's hot seat questions, and I know he's here tonight. So.
I wouldn't even answer some of Pete's. I'm like, no, thank you. That's okay. Pass.
All right. I haven't done this in a while, so I hope I don't steer you wrong.
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready to go.
Okay.
So you tell me when to go, babe.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Texting or talking?
Texting.
Favorite day of the week?
Saturday.
Favorite U.S. city?
New York City.
Nickname your parents used to call you?
Megara.
Would you rather be able to speak every language in the world or talk to animals?
Speak every language.
Favorite holiday?
Halloween.
How long does it take you to get ready?
10 minutes.
Scale of 1 to 10, how good of a driver are you?
8.
At what age do you want to retire?
Now.
Invisibility or super strength?
What is my super strength?
Invisibility or super strength?
Oh, invisibility.
Is it wrong for a vegetarian to eat animal crackers?
No.
Scale of 1 to 10, how good are you at keeping secrets?
10.
Ariel or Jasmine?
Ariel.
First celebrity crush?
Orlando Bloom.
Dawn or dusk?
Dawn.
If you could travel back in time, what period would you go to?
The 50s.
Do you snore?
I don't know.
Place.
That's it. All right.
You know, I should have numbered these.
You should've
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
17. Good job.
That's my lucky number.
Oh, look at that. There you go.
Great. Good job.
All right. So that's our new record. 17 questions.
questions. New record. That was fun. We haven't done
that's
that in a
fun.
while. It was great. It was great doing that.
Hold on. Avery, the Cuban American, my brother from another mother. I haven't talked to you in so long. Hello.
Welcome. All right. So,
that was fun.
yes.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. So, I was going to talk to you about.
Pete said, okay.
Yeah. I was going to talk to you about the pins, but I'm going to move on. So, I was watching one of your shows, and one thing that I love, because we do it too on the round table, is your dad jokes. I love the dad joke. Go ahead.
I love dad jokes.
I do too.
Yes. Do you have a couple? I know it's kind of putting you on the spot. Do you have a couple, by the way?
I have one that I read last night that I thought was hilarious because I was going to bring it into work today because it's an art joke. And if you guys know anything about art, like, you're going to think that this is also hilarious. But if you don't care about art, or you don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to this joke, like, just laugh a little bit anyway.
A pity laugh. It's a pity laugh.
I own a pencil that used to be owned by William Shakespeare, but he chewed on it a lot. So I don't know if it's to be or not to be.
That's a good
I thought that
one.
joke was so funny because there are 2B pencils, like the number
Yes, there
2
are.
and B.
Yes.
For sure.
Yeah, and then you could get like 6B pencils. So I don't know. I thought that was really funny.
It's a little bit of theater, a little bit of art. I love it.
Yeah.
That's short Mindy's.
That's right up my alley. There's this guy that I forgot his name, but I'm following him now because he's absolutely hilarious with his dad jokes.
Yeah.
Dad jokes make the world go round. I
Right?
really think so.
They for sure do.
So how many times a year would you say you come to Disney?
We try and go like 3 times, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
It's been more difficult with my work schedule to try and squeeze in a trip here and there, but I am going next month, and we went in the end of February, and then I don't know, we'll definitely go in January. So we're at least going twice this year. Probably we'll try and squeeze in one more trip. So
Wow.
between like 2 and 3 times a year.
Yeah. So now besides Disney, okay, and I know we're Disney
All of us.
themed people,
Yeah.
but are there any other parks that you would like to go visit, or you have visited that you really like?
I love Universal Studios. I know that's like taboo to say in the Disney community, but I don't know. I love Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure. Those
Uh-huh.
are some of amazing, amazing theme parks. I think I grew up going to more so, I want to say Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure, only because I'm on the younger side of my family and like in terms of like extended family and cousins and um, I have a couple siblings that are older than me. I have one younger brother.
Mm.
So they were like at the point where I was old enough to go on some of the rides at Disney. My brothers and my older cousins were like, "Yeah, we're done with this. Like, we want to do thrill rides." And at that point, my grandparents had lived in Jacksonville, and so every time we'd go and visit them, they would take us to the theme parks.
Oh.
And so they ended up just taking us to Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure a lot, and so I grew up going to those parks a little bit
Oh.
more. Like I went to Disney when I was a little bit younger, but then as I got older, like my entire family was like, just go on the thrill rides, which I'm not even a thrill ride person, but I love the atmosphere of Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure. The theming is incredible. I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, so like to have a Spider-Man ride is really cool.
Yeah.
The only caveat, like for anyone that's like me and has vertigo and like very bad
Oh,
motion sickness, like be aware of some of the rides at Universal Studios.
yes, they're
But I
intense.
have like a lot of nostalgia for the studios and
Mm-hmm.
just being there, even in City Walk. Like I just have so many amazing memories. The horror makeup show is like my favorite thing ever. Getting to see Beetlejuice, like
Mm-hmm.
it's just amazing. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love the Universal monsters. So I love Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure. But the other theme parks I've like never really been super into, but
Right.
definitely the Universal and Disney are my
Your
favorites.
favorite. We haven't been. I haven't been to Universal. Man.
We haven't
Like
been since
20.
we've been together.
No, we went. We were together one
Like
time.
once at
One
the
time.
very beginning.
Yeah,
So
we've been
we've
together 20 years. So
20
it's,
years.
I can't
So it was
remember.
20
Wow.
years ago. Probably our first.
It's changed a lot. It's changed a lot.
Probably. I really want to go to the whole Harry Potter, all that
Yeah, I want to experience all
Hogwarts
that.
and
Yes, I'm a
stuff.
huge Harry Potter fan, and if you go during Christmas time,
I heard
or
it's
like any, oh my gosh,
beautiful.
and then you got to see Grinchmas. The Grinch is like my all-time
Oh,
favorite holiday movies.
Yeah.
fun.
It's just they have all the Who's and Whoville out, like walking around, and then you have the Grinch out,
That's
and they have
cool.
Grinchmas, and
Yeah.
it's amazing.
Oh gosh. You have any questions in the chat?
There is.
Okay.
Team Snag and Whiskers wants to know, what's your favorite snack at Magic Kingdom?
Oh, if I had to pick one, it would probably be Dole Whip, but I also love the Mickey pretzels. I'm
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of like biased because I eat primarily plant-based, so I don't eat dairy and I don't
Mm-hmm.
eat like meat or whatever. So Dole Whip is non-dairy, which is fantastic. And then the soft pretzels are also vegan. So they're very easy snacks for me to eat and they're delicious.
Awesome.
So I love them.
Awesome. I like the pretzels. I'm a pretzel guy.
Yeah. Soft pretzels,
Oh yes.
my jam.
Any other questions, babe?
No, that was the only
That
question.
was the only question.
Couple
Okay.
comments, but that was the only
Okay. Any
question.
comments you want
Sure, we can go to some of the comments. I have to find them.
to? That's okay.
Okay.
If it's
He said
if
that's
it's too hard to kind of find it because I had to scroll. So those that are not joining us, make sure you hit that like button. It helps us out for sure. And make sure you go check out Mickey's Magic Meg.
Thank you.
She's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah. Anything you wanna ask?
I know that you do art a lot. I used to watch
do.
you a while back
Mm-hmm. So
when I was watching.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't watched in a while. Sorry, guys. What is the latest thing you have created?
That's a really good question. The last thing I have created, I was working on ears today, but that was I separate creating for personal creation
Mm-hmm.
and then like work or like Etsy creation. So I was working on different pairs of ears today for orders, and that's always fun for me. I love getting to work on those. And then on Saturday, I did a small collage for myself. So
Oh, that's cool.
That's nice.
That's cool.
That's nice.
Okay, Avery, the Cuban American, my brother from another mother, wants to know which of the international Disney parks do you want to visit most?
Probably Tokyo. I think
Yes.
the aesthetic of the park is definitely something that I'm very, very interested in and seeing, and just all the merch and just like being able to go to that part of the world and just explore, I think would just be a gift. So maybe one day I'll get to go to Tokyo
Oh, that'd be
Disney and
awesome.
Tokyo Sea and
We'll
everything
go
like
with
that.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Why
love-
we'll have a group trip.
Yeah.
Yes,
Why
that
not?
would
Why
actually be
not?
really
Yeah, let's
fun.
just do it.
Totally.
You know?
We're down.
We're going.
My dear friend Gino Griffin has
Hey, what's
Giovanni
up,
has
man?
arrived. I just want to
Welcome.
say hello
He's
to
the
my
man.
buddy.
He's the man.
I saw another question. Hold on.
Okay.
All right, this one. No, stop it.
Thank you
How
everyone for your
long?
questions.
How long do ears take to make?
That's a good question.
Oh, that's a hard question to answer. It really depends on what ears they are. If I'm making just like cotton fabric ears, it takes me much less time as opposed to like, I don't know. I was looking around if I had another pair of ears on my shop, which I don't know if they're listed right now because they might be out of stock, but I have a Queen of Hearts pair of ears that takes me much longer just because there's so many different parts on it. And I hand make a lot of the things and I hand paint them. And so those take a little bit longer than some other pairs of ears. But I would say if I'm rushing, the shortest amount of time, and please, Stacy, feel free to speak up on this point, because we did do an hour like challenge to make ears, and we did it for Benefit and Give Kids the World, and we auctioned off the ears, and we did it in an hour, and so within the hour, I messed up. And I don't know if you guys ever heard anyone say holidays happy, but that's what happened. I flip-flopped the ears. And so instead of saying happy holidays on the back, it said holidays happy. And so the proud owner of those ears who won them in the auction for Give Kids the World is Pete McDevitt. So.
Oh, Pete! Oh my gosh!
I would proudly wear those and coin a new phrase.
Yeah, we get to see him soon. So I'm
Holidays happy.
Yeah. So definitely, it's a struggle to get them even done in an hour. But yeah there's Stacey. Holidays happy. It probably takes me in between an hour and a half and like 3 hours for a pair of ears. Depends on what it is.
Awesome. Well, that's awesome. Well, we have a new segment of the show. I don't know how it's going to go.
I don't know how it's going to go.
We don't know how it's going to go. So we're gonna go with this thing. So, you ready for the new segment?
I think so.
Okay. All right, here we go. All right, so this has proved me wrong. So, babe, why don't you tell him what she's got to do? And,
okay.
We'll see how this goes.
So this was bred in a car on a whim and a prayer, and so we'll see what happens. So prove me wrong. We are going to have a friendly debate. So how this is going to work is there's a couple different steps. Step 1, you choose who you want to debate against, me or Ed. Once we go to that, then I tell the topic that we will be debating on, and then you will choose either number 1 or number 2, and then that's the side of the topic that you will debate on. I'm thinking I'll give us 15 seconds to...
Yes. So now the topic, were you going to talk about the topic? That no one know, we don't know the topic.
Well, I know the topic. I just don't know what
you don't know the
we'll
question.
be debating.
We won't be debating, okay.
Because you're choosing which side to be on. So I'll give us 15 seconds to come up with our thoughts, formulate our debate plan, and then each of us will take a turn to debate, and then we'll see who the chat thinks is right or wrong. I don't know.
Hopefully this will be fun.
Oh my goodness, I'm nervous.
And I did pick an easy topic to start us off.
It's an easy topic.
It's easy, super easy.
All right, so
I just hope
right now you got to pick either Mindy or myself.
I think I'm going to go with Ed only because Mindy already knows the topic.
Okay.
But I don't know which side I'll get, and I have a preference. So if I get the other
So is it Mindy?
one, then it'll be harder.
So is it me or Mindy?
Well, then Mindy's already formulating things in her head, so I'm still going to go with you.
Okay. All
Give
right.
myself at least some advantage.
All right. Yeah. That's good. That's good. All right. Here we go.
All right. Ed versus
You ready?
Meg. Now, your topic is... Wow. Pick one or two. Number one or number two?
Number two.
Number two. Okay. So your topic is which season is better? I had a friend between summer or winter. I had a friend assign summer and winter a number. Meg, if I can, I haven't even looked at these today. Oh my gosh. Okay. So winter is number 2.
Can't see. Okay.
And summer is number 1. So Meg, you're debating about winter and you're debating about summer.
Why is it
better?
Why is it better?
Okay.
All right.
Well, ladies first.
Of course. Okay, do I just start? Do I?
Yeah, just start. Just start.
Okay, so obviously winter is the best, and you guys know why.
I do.
Because here in Connecticut, we get lots of snow, and snow is the most beautiful thing ever. If anyone has ever pulled up a YouTube video of just really relaxing music, and you watch fluffy white snow fall and it glistens in the sun and it kind of has a blue tint to it, and you're like, oh my gosh, I just want to cozy up, have some hot cocoa and wrap myself in a blanket and watch a movie and have a fire. There's no better feeling than that. And then also, if you are with me and you celebrate holidays, one of the big ones is in the winter time. And a lot of times that means gifts. And if you are like me, I love to get people gifts, but I like to make gifts. I also like receiving gifts. So who doesn't like a gift? And then one of my favorite sports is played, if you guys are a fan of ice hockey, because that's a really cool sport.
Sure.
But also, it's hard because some people don't have the winter like we have winter here. But there's ponds that freeze over you, or you could go ice skating, and you could just do all the wintry things. And if you're like me, I like wearing my winter jackets, my down puffy jackets that have big furry hoods, and you just get to you look like Baymax and a giant marshmallow, and so you're just really cozy and warm, and it's time for snuggling and snuggling with pets and family and people, and it's the best. So and holidays happy, man. Holidays happy.
That's what Dad Bill said. Why is winter better? Because nobody says holidays happy in the summer.
Exactly.
Well, let me tell you a little bit about summer here. I think Olaf says it the best about summer, right? What does Olaf say about summer?
He says that snowmen should stay in winter because they'll turn into a puddle.
But he likes summer, right? Olaf likes.
He says it's summer.
So, but first let me tell you about summer. Especially if you're in Florida, right? Florida, we love Florida. And this is
already a downside.
She's not helping me. I'm supposed to bounce off here.
Sorry,
not the best point.
Oh gosh. But listen, summer is great because who does not like to be in the sun on a hot day with suntan lotion?
I'm very Irish. I'm very Irish.
And then, but listen, when you're in summer, honestly, I don't like summer. You won this one. I don't like summer. I wish I got winter. I can't.
You could keep going.
No, that's all right. I don't like summer.
Well, you proved him wrong. That's for sure.
You picked the right person, Meg.
Now I'm curious though, Mindy, what were you going to say? Which one did you want?
Winter.
Yeah.
For sure, winter. This was our first winter that we've ever experienced in a real season environment, and it all the points you said were just yes. It just there's a house down the road that when it snowed, that one big snow, it was gorgeous. Every time I drove by it, I'm like, that is the most beautiful winter perfect scene
Right?
ever.
And the big fluffy snowflakes, and it's just like kind of falling down so
I love
gently.
winter. I
And
wish
then
I got winter.
it's nice. It's nice like for the first couple hours, and then after I wasn't gonna say this obviously because I wanted to win, but the next day when you have to move it all, like that is
that was hard.
Yeah.
We learned a lot of things.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Well, good job.
that was great. You did good.
You were phenomenal. I was like, I couldn't say one nice thing about summer because I hate it. I hate summer.
There's a few things I like about the summer, but I definitely like winter more. I thought you were gonna say like Halloween or like another thing. I'm like, oh my gosh, what if I don't get Halloween? Like, wow, that's gonna be really tough to win against Halloween. I would have done what you like. Halloween is the best.
Well, you won that. Congratulations,
Yay,
Meg. You
proved
did that.
Ed wrong.
You proved me Ed wrong. You proved me wrong. I was like, after you started saying, I'm like, man, I really like winter. You kept saying, I'm like, man, I wish it was winter right now.
I like the winter too. There's not a lot of people though that like the winter.
There's not.
And anytime
There's
I mention the
not.
snow, I'm like, no, I really like the snow.
Yeah.
And they're like, why?
Well, this is the first time I'm actually experiencing seasons, you know?
Right.
So, like, I've
could
always
be.
living in Florida most of my life. I mean, 35 years I've lived in Florida. Everything is the same. Winter is the same. You know, all 4 seasons are the same pretty much. So, to see the leaves change and to go through winter
Fall
and
and-
fall,
Oh,
it
my
was
goodness,
it
it
was
was amazing.
gorgeous. That I don't want to ever go back to summer again. So. That kind of hit
Well,
me- it
summer's a
kinda hit me
little
hard.
different in Virginia than it is in Florida too.
Yeah.
When you brought up Florida in summer, I'm like, that's probably not the best.
Just no.
that's like when people don't leave their houses. 'Cause it's
Yeah.
too
all.
hot.
Well, that was proved me wrong. You proved me wrong. Great job.
Yeah, you got a
Meg.
couple of people
Yeah.
ragging on.
You got to do it again. Press there. You
So
go.
Stacy said, "This defeat is worse than losing a moment of your time." and then Nick said, "I've seen Ed on the round table with moment of your time. Ed usually does not win. Good choice, Meg."
Yeah. We got people paying attention. You guys are getting the code.
Oh my goodness!
Now you guys have to like flip flop between Mindy playing and Ed playing so that not everyone takes advantage of that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I should just play that.
All right, so next sessions you're going up against me.
Yes, you're gonna go up against Mindy. There you go. Because I'm gonna be like,
So, all right,
what
God's, I'm coming for you.
is that?
Huh?
Oh yes, you can always
sorry, I
put more
didn't take it
clothes
off.
on.
Yes.
That's another reason why winter is
would
good.
be-
Because you can't take your clothes off in the summer.
Yes.
You get arrested.
Awesome. Well, I know it was quick, but thank you for so much for being a part of sessions, and we really appreciate you, Meg. I'm glad we actually finally got to get you on here. We got to talk to you a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have anything to say, babe?
No, that was fun.
Yeah, it was a
Very
lot of
good time.
fun getting to know you. We know that was just a small little window that we got to just chat and talk. But before we go, can you let the chat know what you have going on in your channel with anything new coming up?
First of all, I want to say thank you so much. You guys are so professional. This is so amazing. I know how much effort it takes to run a stream, but my streams are not even at this caliber. So I can't imagine how much time and effort you've put into this. So thank you so much for doing this for me to come on. I really, really appreciate it. And it's just, you guys are amazing. And I'm so happy that you guys are back. And what's funny, just to share a very quick story, is how I almost started live streaming was sort of a byproduct of you guys, because I met Dan through watching your streams, and Dan then started Disney Fiasco, and then I started streaming with them, and then Dean was like, hey, we have a slot open on Mondays. Do you want to start streaming? And that's just kind of how it happened. So thank you
Awesome.
guys for kind of
Aw.
kickstarting my
cool.
own live streaming
Oh,
stuff.
that's awesome.
That's neat.
And of course, Dan is amazing too,
Yes.
and like everyone in this community. But yeah, I stream every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern time. I haven't been doing a lot of edited videos just because I've been super busy, but I do participate in something called the Year of the Ear pretty frequently. I did a couple months ago. And I am again in May, and then coming up in the future I will too. But it's a swap where people either make their own ears or they get ears off of Etsy, and then we swap ears. So I typically make all of my ears, and then we send them off. And I did a really, really awesome video recently. Nicholas from the Disney Merch made like his own March Madness bracket. It was just like a lot of fun to participate in that swap. And I'm hopefully going to get back into doing some more edited videos when life settles down just a little bit. And I miss doing pin videos, so I want to get back into doing that. But yes, my weekly live streams are pretty much a constant throughout the last many years. So I hope that you guys will join me one day.
Yes.
And yeah, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
It was awesome having you on the show, and thank you again for being so patient for coming on. For
2 years.
Yeah, 2 years. I don't know, a 2 years,
Like I
whatever
said,
it looks like.
I am so flexible with whatever you guys needed to do. Thank you for being flexible with me. I know that we were supposed to do it last month, so I really appreciate it.
Oh yeah, no, of
course.
course,
Absolutely.
of course. And listen, like we talked about this a little bit off stream, but we are part of we're blessed to be a part of a great YouTube community and understanding community, people that truly care. So and I'm thankful that we got to talk today and that we got to actually. I mean, after all these years too, it's just crazy that we're finally getting to meet you and talk with you. And you remind me very much of Mindy. So that's.
I know that's like the highest compliment. So
yeah. Awesome. Well, before we get going, I just wanted to say we do have another sessions next week.
We do.
Believe it or not, we have we are going to be doing sessions now. It's going to be once a month, but this month you're getting a little treat. So next month we have next week we have Gonzo, yes.
I'm coming for you, Gonzo. Prove me wrong.
So Gonzo's going to be with us next week. It's going to be good.
We should do a duet for the live plays.
I'll let you guys figure out your little competition, whatever you guys going on. So next week we have Gonzo with us, so it'll be a lot of fun. Make sure you hit that like button for sure for us, and we'll be back again. I'll be back next Monday for the round.
You missed me.
The round table. This is crazy.
You for sure missed me.
Oh, and by the way, we have shirts. Look at our shirts.
Hey,
Look at our
shirts.
shirts. Look at our shirts. These nice
We're not on
shirts.
the screen anymore.
No, we're not. This one. That looks nice right there.
Look
But
nice.
if you're interested in getting a shirt, just head over to the viperproject.spreadshirt.com. You get a shirt like Mindy and us. Why not, right? Awesome, guys.
Gonzo wants someone to call him, so if somebody in the chat could call Gonzo.
Oh my gosh. Well, we have a saying here in the Viper Project, and that is remember to always dream big.
And do big things.
All right. So thank you so much, Meg. We appreciate it. We will see you hopefully soon. One of these days we'll see you.
Pins.
Totally.
Pins,
I would
yeah,
love
for
that.
sure.
Pin stuff.
All righty, guys.
Bye.
Take care. Bye.